Alrighty, so this is an overview of our trip. I'm thinking there's going to be several parts. This first part is going to be discussing the ships and the different parts of the ships we liked and we didn't like. We're going to include 3 ships, probably not too much of the first one. The first one is the Royal Caribbean Inspiration. No, Inspiration's the one I want to do somewhere else. Something.
I don't remember the name of it.
Don't remember the name. Carnival Pride, and then this one is the Holland America New Statendam. So let's figure it out.
Well, we were only on the Royal for like 5 days.
Yeah, so we don't remember a whole lot about that first trip, but we're going to include it because we may reference it back and forth. So, food on Carnival versus New Statendam.
Okay. I think it all has its pluses and minuses, but I think the buffet, you're able to pick and choose really what little component you want easier than in the restaurants. In the restaurants, you sit down and you usually have a menu, and you're only used to that one menu. That's what I say.
So, on the Pride, on the buffet, you were allowed to self-serve, buffet style.
Yep.
On this one, you are not. Your food is handed to you, so that slows things down. The buffet food here is a lot better. It's even better than the restaurant.
Yep.
We prefer going up there because they have like Iceland night, Greenland night, all different kinds of. We had suckling pig up there one night, 2 nights I think.
Yeah, that was
so quite a variety. The dinner is better here than it is on
the restaurant.
Yeah, the restaurant is better here than it is on the Pride. The Pride give you really small portions. We don't get any lobster on Holland. We did get lobster on Carnival. Makes no sense.
Right.
And I think we got lobster on Royal too.
Yes, we did.
So,
and the restaurant on Royal was relatively good too. I remember, but slow. You had
2.5 hours, I think.
2 hours, yeah, 2 to 2.5. So the restaurant, the plus for the restaurants in all 3 of the ships, were you able to go and interact with other people on the ship. So
masks were non-existent on the Pride. Yeah. We did wear them in the theater and in the comedian bar.
Yeah.
Here on Pride, they're mandatory everywhere. And
Holland America, they're required.
Yeah, on Holland, they're required, and they'll let you know if you're not wearing your mask. So they're not going to force you to wear it, but they will tell you that you need to put your mask on. So big difference. It was a lot more enjoyable without the mask. We're kind of tired of them by now. So that was a major difference. And I don't think they were pretty much non-existent on Royal too, once we got on the boat.
Well, we didn't wear them on the boat on Royal too.
So, the buffet up here has been really good, except for, the boats aren't full. They're 70% full. So it would be a disaster. It'd be, with 2,600 people on here trying to get to that buffet, like if you wanted something on this one, if you wanted just like sushi, and there's a long line because they're cooking stir fry and other things, well, you have to wait. You can't just go up and grab your food and walk away. So that is a little disappointing for me. But the food's great on this boat. So, we've already covered the masks. The cover. For some reason on Carnival, they wouldn't use the cover because the people that smoke on the main pool deck would trap in the smoke. So it's raining out, 30, 40 degrees out, and they won't close the cover because people are smoking. This, we've been running north, and there's nobody smoking on that deck. so they could open and close the cover as they choose, and they did a pretty good job of it on this one.
Yeah.
Pride, they didn't. The back hot tubs on this one are tiny. You can fit 3 people basically in a hot tub, and there's 2 of them in the back. Now on the Pride, you could fit multiple people on them, and that's where you met a lot of people, because we could go to the hot tub and you sit there and bullshit and drink and have a nice time, kind of a deal.
The Pride, the hot tubs weren't hot, but the Holland American hot tubs are hot.
Yeah. So for the spa area on the Pride, you had a locker room, you had the workout center, the spa, or the sauna, which I enjoyed, and no issues. Here, they want to charge you a fee to use the locker room. I think I used it illegally. Don't really care. And same thing with the sauna. I don't think I was supposed to use that. They had an extra $200 charge to use that stuff. In the fitness center on the Pride, they had water. Oh, they actually had a hot tub inside there.
Yeah.
Where this one, they have a hot tub, but you can't use it.
In the spa area. It's only for a certain clientele or whatever.
We feel like we're getting feed to death on Holland America versus Carnival.
Yeah.
Seemed to be a big difference.
Yep.
So, and then on this one, also there's a hot tub on deck 5 on the forward deck, which I was very excited about, and they never opened the frickin' doors. I think on our 28 days, I think they were open twice.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, kind of disappointed with that, but that's their choice, I guess. The other thing about the fitness center, there was no drinking water on this one. Whereas the Pride, they had drinking water where you could go. Also, there's nowhere to sit down in the fitness area here, whereas in the other one they did. They do have relaxation areas, but again, that's part of the high fee of being able to use that. So, not impressed with that. Entertainment. So let's start with the theater entertainment and the comedians.
I can't remember on Royal. I know we went to some shows, so I think they were okay, but you did have to plan where you eat so you could make it to the shows. So I think they were really good. Then we got to Carnival. You usually had a show at 7:30, which rotated between their own dancers and singers. There was, I think, 6 to 8 in that group. And then we had add-ons spaced in between. So that was a very nice show that usually got a different show at 7:30. And then you could go, I think if you left that at 8, and then there was 8:30 comedian almost every other night, which was really nice, because then you got like 2 shows, and then, you know, you could go and go on. So it was very good entertainment. About the problem with the entertainment on the Carnival was that, like Phil counted how many pianos they had, but they didn't play the pianos. Or the one bar that they did play the pianos, it was maybe a little more geared towards entertainment instead of just playing the right song, because the kazoo with the piano just really didn't roll for us. But I think they were there just to keep everybody entertained. So the entertainment on the Holland America, I really like the quartet, which is a violin, a viola, cello, and a piano.
You're getting ahead of yourself. We're still on the theater.
Oh, you want to stay on the? Oh, you said entertainment.
Right.
Go on, your turn then.
So the theater on this one sucks.
Yeah.
They've got the first one. They had a boy band, 4 guys doing tunes from the 50s and dancing and that kind of a thing. So yeah, their entertainment on here is really bad. We had a guy with Rubik's Cube. I mean, really? That's desperate. So they got rid of that one group. There are some dancers used to be some dancers on the ship. I think we've seen them twice, maybe 3 times in 28 days. Whereas on Pride, you would see them every other night. They would have the house dancers. The house dancers on this one do not sing. Where they did, actually did shows in on the Pride. One thing that this ship is really bad at, they have a great theater. They have screens that go all the way behind you. So the whole thing is a side screen. So it's almost like a simulator. They do not utilize it. They used it once for one show because they could do awesome stuff with that, but I guess that's not in the plan. So, all right, now let's talk about the house bands. Back on the Pride, we had the electric violins, which got on my nerves because after 33 days, they play the same 15 songs every day. And they weren't doing, they were doing rock songs and stuff on violins. The house band, again, the house band had the kazoo in it, and they weren't that good. The guitar guy would come out and play once in a while. He wasn't that good. But on sea days, they would actually have entertainment, whereas on this boat, they have no entertainment on sea days. So the house bands on this don't start until 4, 5.
Yeah.
Usually 8.
We did have a couple that sang. She and he were very, very, very good vocals on the Pride. And he was usually on the guitar, and she was on multiple instruments. And they were very, very good. I think it was on the Pride too that you could have on sea days. They would the dancers singers would actually give like a little dance lesson for half an hour down in the main atrium. So you had some kind of entertainment that wasn't based on just bingo or trivia or talks. So you actually got to have a little more of an activity entertainment throughout the day on a sea day as well.
Yeah, like today they're having a talk at 10 about the origins of how to be happy.
And
I'm like, okay.
But it is so we remember, so that when we want to schedule ahead, we think about what we want to be on. But now and then, where are you going to put the drinking on? So comparing the three.
I don't know. They're pretty much the same.
Except
for the in between the cruises, we'd get the bottle of champagne. Where in between cruises here, we got nothing.
Oh, we did the first. I think we got some little coasters, but on Royal, I don't remember if we did take on wine. I don't.
Well, drinking, you could bring everything on board you wanted.
On the Pride.
On the Pride, you could bring anything you wanted. I don't think we drank on the.
On the Royal, we just drank on port.
Yeah.
So I don't think we ever
even tried
it. So, but here on the Holland America, I did bring a bottle of wine at the first part, and he said he had two choices. I could give me the bottle of wine after the cruise, or I could pay like a $20 fee. So I picked give it at the end of the first cruise, and so I thought after the first 10 days it would show up, but they actually put us down as having a 28-day cruise. So I basically went and said, okay, I'll pay the $20 and they call it a packaging fee, and
$20 plus an 18% gratuity.
Yeah, so it was $23.
So yeah, anything you buy on this ship's got an 18-cent gratuity of tax.
18%, yep.
We're already paying $16 a day per person
for a friend.
But anything you order that costs money has got, I guess, drinks and food and all that's got 18% tacked on.
There is, I think on this ship it's interesting. It's got a newer design than the Pride. I mean, when we went to the restaurant on the Pride, the windows were designed so you sat at a table. You could still see out. Where, if you were going through the forwards or if you wanted to go see, see the sea. It's interesting in that when we go to the dining room here on Statendam, it's almost like the tables are set up. They are not using, or they don't want you to look out out of the ship. It's like they almost are focusing all your energy or your viewing indoors. And it's like, but we're on a ship, you know. If you're sitting for 2 hours on a ship with people, it's nice every now and then to look out a window and you can see the shoreline and such. So that to me, you know, the design is not right on this ship. I know it's a new ship. The other thing I want to iterate on here is we did not have any smell issues on the Royal in the bathroom. We did not have any smell issues on the Pride in the bathroom. On the new
We did have it overflow one time. Somewhere. Remember on the Pride it got wet?
It was in the
But
one
it
of
was just
the
water.
bathrooms,
Yeah.
one of the. But in this newer ship, the drains in the shower and in the sink are very smelly. So I wind up covering them or shutting them, and I'm thinking maybe because of they reprocess the water, and then you use their soap. I think their soap and the reprocessed water are what is causing it. That's only my idea. But anyway, I did tell our room steward one time how much they stunk, and he tried to clean them. But yeah, and after that I kind of gave up. I just cover them up so that way our rooms, you come in the door because the bathroom's right by the door, and that's your first smell. Even though you have a mask on, you smell it. And so
next is the casino, because we're trying to get free cruises through casinos, because I guess that's a big deal. Carnival Pride's casino was jam-packed every day.
Yep.
You were lucky to find an empty slot machine, and craps stables were always crowded, and so on and so forth. Here, there's probably less than 5 people in the casinos. Well, maybe 10. The Pride was a smoking casino, so I didn't like to stay in there for more than 45 minutes to an hour. Whereas this one's not smoking, so it makes it a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah.
So, and I actually like the craps table with fewer people in them. So
that's nice.
the age group on the cruises, Pride is a lot younger. They were 50 to 60, I would say.
Oh, and in Royal, we went with the Royal from Puerto Rico to Miami. They were very much younger. We were almost old on that ship.
Yeah.
And then here on Holland, yeah,
we're the young ones on Holland America. I enjoy seeing these people get out and travel, but some of them can barely walk, and you don't get in a hurry.
Yeah. It's a good thing to learn. Patience is a good.
Yeah.
It's a very good thing to learn. It's a virtue.
But yeah, it's a whole different. Plus, wearing masks makes it where you don't talk to people because
it's
everybody's
hard to hear and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
Not that I can see for that one.
All right. Well, let's end this one.